Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. We are doing a rescue mission. We're going to rescue 3 kerbanauts, all in very similar orbit around Kerbin. So we're going to come up here, grab that one, and then change our orbit for these 2. But we may change the order depending on how badly we do it. This is the craft that's going to get us there, I hope. So we start off with 2 massive solid rocket boosters, which will give us, hopefully, much of the lift to get us into space. Well, certainly above 10k, I hope, anyway. When they're gone, we're... Oh. One second. Right, they're going to fire at the same time as these outer ones here as well, but I'll throttle back once we get moving. Then we'll lose the outer solid rocket boosters. They've got a reaction wheel on the top and aerodynamics as well. Then we'll fire off the middle engine, which is fueled by these 2 here as well. When these are spent, we'll lose the outer ones, leaving us just the middle one until that's fully burnt through, and then we will fire off the center area and fire off our middle rocket, which has got these 2. This one's got these 2 as the additional fuel, because that's the maneuvering we're going to have to be doing. Further up, we have 1, 2, 3 empty capsules for the 3 kerbanauts. We have a battery pack. We have a probodobodyne as our method of controlling the craft. We have a small reaction wheel. We have a parachute. That's not going to be enough parachutes. There we go. Right. And then we've got plenty of parachutes now. I think we've got a heat shield in there as well, I hope. Yep. Definitely got our decoupler there. And we can let that one off to help us with attitude control. And then we got these other 2. So hopefully this is going to be enough. I'm not really sure. I'm not certain. We're going to see how we go. But here you go. So we got battery pack. We got... I mean, the other way would have been with the hitchhiker thing and gone for a bigger rocket. And I think this is our last of our thin-bodied rockets. I think after this one, we're going to have to go for the bigger rockets. Whole lot's going to cost us 31,000. Rescuing these kerbanauts is more about getting them as kerbanauts, really, rather than the money. Okay, so I don't think we need that anymore because that just scares us because it's not got enough. Revert flight to vehicle assembly bay. Crew. Let's remove Jeb. And let's try again. Right, now we've cleared the craft of the kerbanauts, so we should be ready to go. We'll just check where we are. We are here, and our first target is there, so it's probably not a bad place to start. We hit kill rotation on there, so we're just turn the SAS. Alright, so kill rotation is taking over. Right, okay, throttle up, and in 3, 2, 1, go! starting to bank it over a little bit. Just so we can hopefully get an efficient launch. Keep on that 90-degree mark. Looks like it's working or not, but let's check the map. That's looking good. We're going to be losing our solid rocket boosters soon, so just throttled down a little bit, made a bit more speed at low altitude than I wanted, and they're gone, so we get rid of those. Throttle back up again. How are we doing now? That's not too bad. I think we need to just go below there a little bit. Hopefully that'll bring our plane up a bit, so I don't want to go too far off on our plane, because that's an expensive way to bring it back up again. It's looking good. So you're at 78. So that's all good. Lots of fuel remaining, so that's good. No real arguments so far. We're a bit below, but we'll have to fix that at some stage. 70, so we're now in. A little bit higher will be great. And then at a maneuver, let's just get an orbit, a sensible orbit. $77, $75. That's going to be good enough for me, I'm sure. Oh, oh, come back. There he goes. There it is. Right. A little bit of gas left in there, so that's good. Hopefully that might be enough. 44-second burn. Don't think it's going to be enough to get us into orbit, but we should be able to finish it off there. I'm going to start maybe a little early. There we go. Right, now this hopefully has got tons and tons and tons and tons of fuel. So save 3 kerbanalts. A bit worried because we're actually losing height here. very slowly stretching out that apoapsis. I think we need to step it up a bit like that. Because if we're not careful, we're going to get back in the atmosphere, and then that will be fatal. Got a periapsis. It's coming. It's coming. Phew. We just about have ourselves an orbit. Which we very much need to tidy up. Right, so that's our target. What we're going to do is we'll add a maneuver node there, just to sort our plane out. Minus 0.1, minus 0.7, 0.6, 0.3, 0.1, and that's pretty much bang on. And then we'll speed up a fraction. To get these intersects a little closer and to get our periapsis a little bit further out. So that'll do. That'll do for that burn, I think. So we'll stick that on there. Just check good electricity. Everything else looks fine. How do I walk to next maneuver? Here we go. It's coming around. Brilliant. We're pointing at our next maneuver node. And we'll bring that in shortly. Windows keeps thinking I'm pressing the keyboard too many times, which I am. Need to work out to turn that off. Just bringing that down. That'll do. Right, that gives us a ascending node of nothing, which is good. That gives us a intersect 1. Intersect 1 at 319 and intersect 2 at 323 because we are there and that's the one we're going for. We're in front of it and we keep dipping down below it. We need to let it catch up. So at our periapsis we'll add a maneuver node to bring that down. So that should be covering intersect 261, 290. Is that too far down? Hold on. It's going the wrong way, isn't it? Let's start that one again. At our periapsis is about right. So at our periapsis, so if we go the other way, they're getting closer. Yeah, that's more like it. 1.8, 11. Two point two, 12. And look, that one will do absolutely fine. Right. Warp to next maneuver. Around we come. Hopefully it's catching up with us. Right, we now move to, oops, wrong way, to our maneuver node. So that's us, and that's them. We're going to adjust our orbit so we go a bit higher even. So we'll go slower so it catches up even faster. And then we'll have to, around here, we'll have to adjust our speed so that we match them again. So in about 5-6 seconds, we'll start to bleed it in. About now. That'll do. That'll do. That's wasn't ideal, but we need to do another maneuver to slow us down coming around. So we go the other way. Will that make things a bit better? Because that's actually 7.8. Four, three, two, one. That'll do. 0.3. That looks good to me. Brilliant. Right. What do we do now? Let's warp around until we get to there. See, look how we're going wide. They're coming in narrow. And we should. There it is. Just coming round now. Right, now. Oh, quick, right. We need to burn towards it to get our speed about the same. I think that's right. Oh, we need to get our wrong way. We need to push that green, which is our direction of travel, over the top. now we need to burn towards it. 90, that's going the wrong way, isn't it? That would be it. That's it. Just keep pulling that into there. So we're now doing 30 kilometers towards it. We need to find the retrograde of it pretty quickly. Oh. Where'd it go? There it is. I didn't say I was good at this, by the way. It's travelling away from me. Now it's travelling towards me. 10 meters per second. Right, let's not be too greedy. Let's just wait that time at 10 meters per second. And then when we get quite close, we'll start bleeding in just a fraction of engine power to get that target speed right down low. Retrograde, so I need to push it into there. This is the bit that I get confused about. That's it. Retrograde, you got to push. Prograde, you got to pull to get the thing in. So we're now 5 meters per second. We need to get that target speed to 0 when we get real close to it. Start pushing it again. That's it. So at 2.3 meters per second. 160 meters, 150 meters. I mean, some people are really good at this and get it right on the nose. Just off a bit that way. So the further you are, the less you need to be able to move it, you see. $50 meters per second at 1.9 meters per second. Let's get that right down now to 0. That's it. That, I think, is close enough. Now, I think you press the square brackets, and here he is. Jump him out for an EVA. Press R. There we go. And now we fly him to our ship. We try not to get too far away. Up a bit. Back a bit. I want to get him in the front capsule, I think. Down. Board. He's in. We've rescued one kerbanalt. What have we done here then? It says here, rescued from orbit, is now part of the space program crew. Excellent. Dunley, saved Dunley, that's 5,900, and we've rendezvoused 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbin. And that earns us 61,000, 10 science, and 24 prestige. Brilliant. I think I'm going to leave it there for the time being. Our next target is one of these crafts, probably that one, Jester. So we're going to have to, we're quite low orbit, so I think actually it might be that one we go for, and we'll come up a bit higher again, and we're pretty much, yeah, we're probably on an exact orbit for them, because I think they were all on the same orbit. So we will come up a bit higher again, let them catch us up again. So, but we'll do that in the next episode. So we have now got ourselves Dunley Kerman is now part of the space program. Welcome to the space program. We'll leave his capsule there, and we'll rescue the rest of them in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please consider giving me a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to hear about when I do some more videos. In the meantime, if you want to click on one of the other videos that I've done on a different game, then these are my latest ones. Please go ahead. Or if you click on the next video in this series, that'll take you directly to the next video in this series if I've done it and uploaded it. Thanks for watching.